Munera Ahmed gave up 2 sons, one 12 months old and the other 5, after her husband left. When her family found out, they took her remaining daughter, leaving her alone and filled with regret. She has no idea what's happened to her adopted children, despite assurances from the agency that she'd be kept informed.
ድርጅቱም እስከ መጨረሻውም ድረስ ያሳመነኝ በዚህ ነው የተስማማነው በየ3 ወሩ እንደማገኝ ነው እንደዚህ አሁን 2 አመት ድረስ እንትን እንደምል አይደለም የሰጠሁት መስጠም በየ3 አመቱ የሆነ ነገር እንደማገኝ ነው እስኪመጡልሽ ድረስ በየ3 ወሩ ቃል ገብተውልኝ ነው ይሄንን ድርጅትም ከሐላፊ ከመጀመሪያ እስከ መጨረሻው ይሄንን ቃል ገብተውልኝ ነው የሰጠሁት ልጆችን ሲሰጥ
Munera Ahmed has made the 3-hour journey to Addis Ababa. Her children were adopted through the Canadian agency KidsLink, and she's come to the office today because she wants information about where and how her children are.
She had 2 children adopted out, and she was promised information about what had happened to them, where they had gone and how they are, but she has been given nothing.
Since our visit, the agency has gone bankrupt and closed its doors. Munera Ahmed may never trace her children.
እና ማርታ መቼም ወፋ ሆና አትበርም እርግጠኛ ሆናለሁ አይደለሽ ባየር ላይ አትሄድም በመንገድ ነው የምትሄደው እርግጠኛ ነኝ
ነገ 3 ሰዓት ቻው
Janesville in Northern California is remote and quiet. It's home to just a few thousand people, including now Tagegni Bakera, the little boy we met earlier. He started his new life with a new name, Zane Bow.
Hey, Dad.
Lisa Bow and her husband Frank have a son of their own, but they wanted a brother for Zach. A heart problem ruled out any plans for another pregnancy, and a foster child they'd taken in died of SIDS.
Be careful. Are you okay? Yeah. Okay, that's a little too rough.
Lisa Bow met Zane for the first time at the Christian World Adoption Home in Addis Ababa in April 2008.
All of a sudden, they brought this beautiful little boy. They got him in their arms, but I could tell that he had been, kind of ruffled up. And she was carrying him tight, and she came and she stood him before me, and I kneeled down to meet him, and I was just surprised when he couldn't stand.
The healthy child she'd been promised by CWA was not. Far from it.
In the morning, he takes Triliptol, which is for his seizures, the anti-seizure medication. His problems are he has cerebral palsy, he has microcephaly, he has a cyst in his left lobe of his brain that's very large and takes up a greater portion of his left lobe. He has seizures, he's better with medication, but he has food aversion. He has tremors from head to toe. His eye bounces nonstop.
Okay. It's all gone? Open. Okay.
He is going blind in his left eye.
Good job.
His legs and feet are crippled and turn inward, and they're tightening due to the cerebral palsy. Look at the medicals that went through court. It says that he's perfectly healthy. There's no deformities, no problems, no apparent neurological deficits.
When Lisa Bow confronted the CWA doctor in Ethiopia about the false information, he showed her his notes referring Zane for specialist medical tests for his eyes and his legs.
Here is the eye referral that they say doesn't exist.
These were erased from Zane's official medical records.
And here's the paper where they even used whiteout over somebody else's name, put his name over it.
Well, there are some serious allegations.
I know this. Now I cannot remember exactly what.
When we tracked down the doctor at a hospital in Addis Ababa, he told us he couldn't remember the case, but claims that CWA had pressured him on a number of occasions to change records, most notably the age of the children. He no longer works for the agency. Lisa Bow is now struggling with a seriously ill child and mounting medical bills.
Can you do it? Don't fall head first. Here, come here. His 3 medications alone per month is over $749 per month. Get down. Can you bend knees? Bend, 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 bend. I would say that they need to drop Christian from their name. They're not being honest. They are doing things for profit.
Had she known the extent of Zane's medical problems, Lisa Bow admits she probably wouldn't have gone ahead with the adoption.
We had actually discussed getting a disabled child when we were adopting, and we had decided, because our prior son that we were trying to adopt passed away, that it would have been well beyond what we could take. We had already had a huge heartbreak. The prognosis for Zane shortens his life. And the thought of bearing another child is well beyond what I can do. I'm sorry.
The Ghoulies' 8-day stay in Ethiopia is almost over, and the orphanage's church is giving them and the children a send-off.
They are our children. They are all our children.
I always said it's a sad moment and a happy moment. It's a kind of a bittersweet experience for us. We believe that you are a good family, and we are happy about that. The Lord is good. Thank you for the
It's a sobering moment for the Ghoulies, but there are no second thoughts. They're convinced that they're doing the right thing by the children.
We want to offer our heartfelt thanksgiving and praises.
This is really an act of God, that we were placed in this place at this time with these kids, and that He's working for both sides of the Atlantic on caring for these kids.
Amen. Hallelujah.
We're our brother's keeper. I mean, and it really hit me when I talked to the mom for a while just myself and tried to tell her that you're still their mother and I'm their mother, that we're all helping each other in this world. She's going through some tough times. Maybe when they're 19, I hope I would have the courage to say, if you want to go back and move to Ethiopia, let's go back.
For now, though, the children must adapt to a new family and a new world. And their mother has to deal with the loss and the choice she made.
Africa correspondent Andrew Gagan there.